And action. Good morning, campers.
Yeah, this morning. Love is a horse.
Love is a Shetland pony at best.
We are back and we're on the road, travelling all over the UK. We're going to Cwmbran.
Going to Cwmbran.
Or, as my friend from school used to call it, Quinbran.
Or as I just tried to call it, Love Croesleg.
No, it's a part of Cwmbran called Crossy-Killog. Crossy, they call it for short.
Crossy.
And we will be fuming tonight. And my
I'm
God.
doing what we call in the industry our wedding.
Is it really a wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Who is it? A gay wedding?
Not unless his name's Katie, love. Could be a lesbian wedding.
Don't tell me it's Katie Price.
Well, we had a bit of a little funny morning.
Yeah, we've been to Peter. Somebody was very worse for wear this morning.
But I picked him up and got him out of his hangover.
No, it was you. Absolute state on it last night.
I did upset a few people, love. Mainly myself. No, judging by the pictures from the photo albums of yesterday. No, I think I was friends with a lot of people. Jumping in photos here and there.
Viewers at home, please let us know what you think of this new angle. We are quite head on.
Yes, we are.
Also, the camera's in the way of our vision now, so we can't see where we're driving. And we are on country roads.
Marco's just come back from watching Dawn French live, so he's very open to suggestion.
I went to see Dawn French live and it was an absolute
So don't be surprised, viewers, if the next video you see in the car is us with a big screen behind us. You have to see the show to understand that very subtle.
Yeah, it is a really good show though, and I would recommend it to everybody.
Unless you just lost a dad.
In which case it's a bit of a tearjerker.
Bit of a downer. The thing is though, she does something very clever there. She works in conjunction with the buffet cart in the interval. Because she puts the dad story just before the interval, so you only want to stock up on carbs then to make you happier. It's a very clever marketing thing.
I think the only thing that spoilt it for me
was I wasn't there.
No, was the fact that I was sitting next to a very smelly man.
Love, your mum doesn't smell.
And then
But his mummy did, viewers at home.
When we got out to the interval, it was after a very emotional bit. That was us. That was the camera, not the car.
Well, we can't be sure.
Yeah, it was kind of put off by during the interval. Some man came around going, programs, t-shirts, frisbees. Ooh, it's one of Dawn French frisbees.
Probably said throw it love in the second half. Tell us some gags.
Tell us a joke we know.
Did you have any guests, love? Any warmer packs?
Look, there's a shed over there.
Love!
M-I-B
Your attention span is absolutely chronic.
Cue me start talking and then you get distracted by something.
Look at the sky.
Right. So yeah, we're going to do a gig. I'm going to do most of it.
The doctor just diagnosed with ADHD. Oh, look at that cloud.
Yeah, I've got a new haircut, which I didn't have in the last video.
Yes, he's forgot to bring it, but he's already there.
Love!
Marco stayed in this weekend, love. Well, up until last night.
It was Friday last night.
Last night, love.
Oh dear. An hour turn tonight, boys and girls at home.
Because I'm hungover, I'm usually very chatty, so I'll probably spend the first 45 minutes just
telling them about your hangover.
Telling them about my hangover, about my car got impounded, and then I'll spend the next 50 minutes doing me 15-minute medley.
We didn't really film that episode, did we? Because it was a bit stressful.
Well, we didn't film it up because we weren't in my car. That's why, because my car wasn't available. She was impounded.
His car got impounded. Cut very long story short. With all his sound equipment in it.
No, not all my sound equipment. Just one vital piece of sound equipment of the amp that powers the speaker. So I thought I got off lightly. We should start again. I had a gig the next day, and my lovely friend Kyle, big shout out to Carl Dunkley. He said, right, I'll take you to the gig then. Don't worry, don't panic, because I was at that time having a little bit of a panic attack.
She does that to get attention.
So I was like, oh, perfect, because my sound is in my house, not in the car. And then I looked, and I'd accidentally left the amp, which if you're not very technologically available, an amp is what powers speakers. If you haven't got an amp, no speaker, no sound, useless piece of equipment.
Indeed.
But luckily, once again, big shout out to my friend. Look, I can't park there. Good friend of mine. Big shout out to my friend Carl Dunkley. He came to the rescue once again. We were already about 3 hours late at this point, by the way. Hadn't even got on the road yet. His uncle in Bridgend, the opposite to where we were going, in the wrong direction, had an amp. So I had to go all the way to Bridgend, and then I had to go all the way to this shitty venue.
But in the end, it was an absolute triumph.
The first half was what I'd call a teeth puller.
It was like a working man's club, and there were no working men there.
No, they weren't working. That was me working my bollocks off.
Big shout out to, what's he called?
Big shout out to Larry. Larry, when I called him up crying, saying I've had the worst night of my life with my car being impounded, I might be a little bit late. He said, oh, what time are we looking at then? 4:45? I said, yeah, maybe. Give or take half an hour.
What was his catchphrase?
His catchphrase was...
That's another story. That's another
yeah,
day.
this Larry guy was a legend. He didn't stop talking, did not stop telling stories. And then he'd go into another story and go, oh, but that's for another time. I haven't got time to tell that story.
But he would have told the story.
Would have told the story anyway. And all the way back, we were all like, oh, we're going to go out now. We're all a little bit late. We're all going to go out. We're all going to get out. We got to the bridge. We're like, oh, should I go to Carberry? So we did. You will notice a lot of water drinking going on today. We are both very dehydrated.
We are being paid to promote water today.
Yesterday, I think, was one of the very few times where I was a lot more pissed than you.
That was the case, actually. I don't know the bottle.
Because usually you're the one flailing yourself about in your blazer, telling them they're all cunts.
But this time I was the one taking the moral high ground.
By that,
boy, was I higher.
By that, I mean you were sat on a stool.
Yeah. Another thing that we missed. It is quite hot in the car.
Close it is, that's what you'd call it. Close. We've got the industry very
Sweating
close.
cob.
Sweating cob. Now, I mean, we've all had the dodgy Gregs now and again, but I've never known a cob to sweat. That's it, love. You make sure that the camera doesn't go arse over tit. Love.
Oh, love, that's going to be... I'm going to have some fun with that in the edit.
Oh, it's close. Hang on a second, viewers. Hold your breath.
Continue on A405 one for 1.5 miles.
Oh, I will.
Right, we're in what would be called the arse end of Newport now.
The back end.
What does it say? Arse end. Sorry, I am from Newport, so if there's any... We have slagged off Newport in the past, actually, haven't we? We slagged off before we went...
Yes, but Matt goes down to say because he is from Newport. It's like when black people can call each other, you know, the naughty words.
Yeah, don't say that, like that will lies against the terms.
Freedom of speech, though. Just, there isn't any freedom after you've spoken.
Please can't, friend. What's some book us now for filming?
Can you do that?
If it's distracting you, you're not allowed to eat a banana.
What for my anxiety?
Love, how the fuck is a banana gonna help your anxiety unless you sit on it? Another thing.
Lumpa, stick it up your jumper. Right, hold that now, because we're going to be close to our destination. Oh,
No,
love.
we're
We're all tangled, love.
26 minutes.
God. What?
No, 8,
Oh, fuck, love, I should probably
8
watch the
miles.
8 miles, that's good. When are we turning off?
3.6 miles.
Ooh.
Right, we've had a slight problem. We've just turned up at the venue of said wedding.
We were greeted by a boisterous lady
Who basically said that the wedding's been cancelled because the groom didn't turn up.
and then pointed to me and said, but there's people like you in there. I was like, where is this going? She went, you know, youngsters.
So, is the organiser there, or who was it through?
Well, no, love, because if her husband hasn't turned up to the wedding, love, I'd hardly turn up to the venue just to stick around, would you? Well, we've done a spread, might as well go there anyway.
I'm just going to close the window momentarily because I don't want to listen to this fucking awful woman's voice.
Let me do that. Right. At least we found it quite good though, innit? Right, do I go that way or that way?
There's a consolation. Off we go. Oh, love, hang on. Who's this in a taxi? Probably the groom.
Not the bride, love. Saying that, like, I'm not angry that she hasn't cancelled, because if her husband didn't turn up to the altar, like the last thing she's gonna think of is, oh, I've got to make sure I cancel the DJ and the drag.
Was the DJ there?
It was quite nice. No, love, it was just a couple of no-hopers. Alright, love, still what happened, mind. Imagine her all dolled up in her fucking VHS dress. You haven't turned up! I'm gonna fucking get him! Well, I got a stinking hangover to in a bad mood in that respect, but also I have got rent to pay.
In half a mile at the
Looks like I'll be downsizing, viewers. If anyone's looking for a slim, attractive, young gay male to share a house with, hook me up. Must be cat friendly.
Well, the cat will be the first thing to go.
So yeah, this fun trip to Newport has taken a bit of a turn for the worse. I mean, there's what I'd call a bit of a lull in the car now.
There's a big fire over there.
Probably the wedding, love. She probably set the house on fire.
Take the first exit onto Malpass Road, A405.
She got a bit excited then.
She knows big gigs cancer. She can't wait to get home. Oh, so viewers at home, we're now going to use this video as a pledge to Jolene so she can eat for another week.
This is a school by here called Rougemont, which is a private school.
Exit the roundabout.
Or public school, doesn't it call it? Independent school.
Isn't it funny that they call like
Yeah, I always get confused.
schools that you pay for public schools? Or they always say that people who go to public schools always turn a little bit, you know, fruity in their, especially the girls, always have their first lesbian experience because it's an all girls or all boys school. They very rarely mix, viewers at home. That's a nice house, isn't it? The caretakers, I'd imagine.
There's a harvester by here. It's not fair, I get car sick.
Love this vets thing there called budget vets. You just wouldn't, would you?
My mum goes there. The budget vets is a chain, isn't it?
It is cheaper just to put the dog down.
It's not like that. It's like it's cheaper for your one-off sort of your routine stuff.
No, she has got a tune. We can either operate, but I'm looking at you, madam. I'm guessing it would be cheaper just to put the dog down. How much would that cost? 50 quid if you want it done legally. We can take out the back and strangle the bugger.
There's a chip shop over here called Fish.
There's a place I know.
Love, you're not getting paid.
I know, love, don't.
Oh
That's
my god, those are two gays. There's two gays, aren't they? They go to Pulse all the time. Well, it's been a nice little run.
Oh yeah, lost £10 in petrol, love, lost my dignity, gained a friend outside the shop. Love, what the fuck is a polar bear doing over there? Whatever what are they
They're
called?
the pandas. They're there every year.
What?
Every year they put them in and they're always doing something different. They all wank each other off one day.
Caution, goal. In football, love.
Love, it says Gothal, which is the Welsh for caution.
Oh! Gothal!
We can pull up here. There's a nice little canal by here. You can walk the towpath.
Oh yeah, I'm not falling for that again, love. You drowning me in the canal. So much I'm the toaster as well. Go for a swim. That's a Jack D joke. He's saying about a present he had for Christmas. There's a foot spa, and he was like, "You want me to put my feet in a bowl of water that you then plug into the mains?" Let me call Donna. That's how I.
Hiya, boo.
Hiya, boo. I got a bit of bad news.
What's wrong?
I'm not going to be home later.
Oh, that's okay, don't worry.
No, I'm not going to be home later because I'm going to be home now because my gig was cancelled.
Oh!
Yeah, thanks, Donna. I'm broke now.
I'm gonna pop and see you later next week. Come with me.
Yeah, all right. Well, I shouldn't be tonight. I'm going to drop Matthew. I'm going to drop Matt. Go home, and I'll yeah. Oh yeah, I can drive us, can't I?
Huh?
I can drive us.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, that's why you invited me, you selfish bitch.
Alright, then I'll wait till you hear then.
All right, boo. I'll be about 10, possibly 15 minutes.
Okay, Mum.
Bye, boo.
Okay, love you too.
Didn't say love you, Don, but just getting that in. She is what I call a nasty piece of work, that Donna.
Oh, I want to like just lean back, but I can't because you can get my chin.
Go on, have a lean, love. Love, you're not meant to be sitting in a caravan.
It's raining.
They're sat in the caravan, aren't they? You're not meant to sit in a caravan when someone's driving it.
They are driving quite slow.
No?
I reckon we should open the windows, love.
No, viewers at home.
It's like when they used to watch on Blue Peter when they were in a helicopter or something. You could never hear them.
We're hovering above the... lovely day with you today. It doesn't. It makes me think that absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Oh, it's been a very trying day.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Look, what's going on?
What the hell? What the helicopter? Oh my god. Whoa. What the hell was that? I don't think you saw any of that, viewers. There was a lot of smoke. You can probably see it in the background. What the hell was that?
I was so scared that I thought it was going to blow up next to my car.
I would have made a very good video then.
This girl here.
Shut up! Oh, for fuck's sake. This is your driving. Do you realise this?
Love. Oh.
Love,
He's
you're
handsome.
veering over to the other side of the road.
Love, I was not. It's a rumour.
Yes, it is.
Love, look at the Royal Oak. You just wouldn't, would you?
The Royal Oak.
Cut to the next video. Right, girl, gonna gig at the Royal Oak tonight.
We just came over this bridge and they said weak bridge. It doesn't fill you with confidence, does it? Love. Love, that was his right away and he was a police car.
Who's right away?
The police car!
Why was it his right away?
Because you've got to give him right away.
I wonder why they were pulling over that car.
Oh, they were pulling you over, you're just too thick to realise it.
Oh, I love that Indian smell lush there.
Oh yes, I love an Indian.
Smell an Indian.
Love an Indian. Oh my god. Right, keep driving. I told you about your fucking driving.
Will you put my thing?
No, I'm not daring to put my hands out the window. They film Casualty in Cardiff, and so whenever you see like an accident or something, you just naturally assume that they're filming Casualty and not that actually someone's died.
Yeah, no, you actually do, don't you?
Yeah, every time. Or if there's some crazy shit going on, you just think, oh, they're filming Doctor Who.
Yeah, oh no, and if you like see like a phone box, you just automatically think Doctor Who and not somebody's making a phone call. There you are, love. That was
A local oddball, right?
angry Muslim. Oh, sorry, love.
Love.
I didn't mean to call him out. I didn't mean to call him angry.
Right. So that was a very brief video, but I'll probably drag it out for a good 20 minutes.
But yeah, put the bloopers on. They were funny.
I'll put the bloopers. We have no bloopers.
Yeah, for all the bits at the beginning.
Oh yeah. Right then, love. It's been an absolute pleasure. Let's not do it again for a long time. I'll see you soon. Bye, viewers.
Look at the camera.
Okay. Love, don't.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, love.
Sorry, love.
Bye.
Love!
Sorry, love.